What's up guys, it's Widgeon TV here. Today we're going to be going in depth with accelerated coils. Now I think I've got a pretty interesting video for you guys today because accelerated coils is a pretty interesting perk. So I'm going to be talking about a few different things in this video. I'm going to be talking about the change in charge speed and then the damage changes for PvP and PvE. And then I'm going to be talking about how and when to use accelerated coils. So I'm going to be using Plan C for most of the testing in this video, but I also have a few other fusion rifles just to show that the stats in this video are universal for all fusion rifles. So for the duration of the video, accelerated coils will be turned on the right side and off on the left side. Alright, so now that we got all that taken care of, let's jump into some testing. So the first thing we're going to be testing is the change in charge speed. Make sure to look close and not to blink because this happens real quick. So as you can clearly see, the change in charge time is not all that significant. In fact, it's only 6%, which could be the difference between life and death, but let's face it, probably not. So next up we're going to be testing the damage, and like it says in the perk description, you have to trade charge time for damage. The change in damage was really easy to calculate. You just take the two numbers from me shooting this ultra, you subtract them, and you get about 5% less damage while using accelerated coils. I actually tested the damage on quite a few enemies, and it always ended up being around 5 or 6%. So again, accelerated coils doesn't really change all that much about your gun. But now let's test the damage change in the PvP arena. So I grabbed Plan C and I loaded up some Clash. So after finding some guys to shoot, we again see the 6% decrease in damage. So if you didn't know, fusion rifles shoot 7 projectiles in a volley. So with Plan C, you'll need to land 5 of the 7 projectiles to get a kill, and that's the same with accelerated coils turned on and off. So in the Crucible, you don't really need to worry about the decrease in damage from accelerated coils, because you'll need to land the same amount of projectiles either way. There is some exceptions to this, like if somebody is wounded, or if there's a Warlock with a Ram exotic armor piece, but of course those are just exceptions. I'll put a link to the health chart I used in the description down below if you guys want to look deeper into the subject. That was a lot of information thrown at your face, I know. But I have one more very interesting thing I need to tell you about accelerated coils and Plan C. Plan C's exotic perk allows you to draw, charge, and fire Plan C very quickly. And so I wanted to see if accelerated coils changed that charge time at all. So let's look at the results of my experimentation. So no, accelerated coils doesn't change the time at all, but I did some further testing and I found out the change in damage still applies when you're using Plan C like this. So you have all the negatives and none of the benefits. So yeah, if you plan on using Plan C as a backup panic weapon, I would definitely not pick accelerated coils because reducing the damage isn't good for anything. So my final thoughts on accelerated coils is to avoid them in the PvE zone altogether. Personally, I would trade 6% extra damage for 6% extra charge time every time. When it comes to the PvP zone, I think again it's a very clear answer. Avoid accelerated coils. And I know that's going to come to a surprise to a lot of people, but here let me try to tell you why I would stay away from them. So first, the charge time is just not that significant. In fact, you just won't notice 6%. And for the damage changes, it's honestly not that big of a deal, but the extra damage would come in handy for finishing off opponents and helping with assists. And my biggest argument to not use accelerated coils is that the perk just doesn't do very much. I would much prefer a stability perk or a range perk, something that actually changed the characteristics of the gun. But anyway, those are just my opinions. I would love to hear from everybody in the comments down below on what you think of accelerated coils. Are you going to keep using them, or are you going to throw out all of your accelerated coil guns? And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching Widgeon TV. Thanks for watching, guys. It's Widgeon TV here. Today, I'm going to be bringing you my top 5 exotics for PvE activity. What's up guys, it's Widgeon TV here. Today I'm going to be going in depth with everybody's favorite perk, Firefly. So in this video I'm going to be talking about 3 different things.